Welcome back to Chicago Independent Television. Thousands of activists gathered recently for the 2008 National Conference for Media Reform, which even got some corporate TV coverage. In this segment, we review some conference highlights which didn't make the corporate news.
Minneapolis, Minnesota played host to the 2008 National Conference for Media Reform, where some 3,500 media activists, media makers, policymakers, and celebrities assembled to work on the shared goal of advancing better media in America. Conferences like the National Conference for Media Reform have been accused of being all talk and little action, but the conference and the movement it represents have won many achievements in recent years.
The media reform movement today has become what Richard Landry of the Independent Press Association calls one of the most significant citizens' movement to emerge in this new century. A movement I'm grateful to be here, and I am most of all gratified by the energy that I've seen tonight at this conference. My friends, it will take that kind of energy and more to sustain what is good in our news media, to improve what is deficient, and to push back against the forces and the trends that imperil journalism and that, by convenient extension, imperil freedom and democracy itself.
What I see now is the winds of change beginning to blow over America. And I'm operating on the premise that that change is going to come. I'm also operating on the premise when that window of change opens and reform. I don't know how long it's going to stay open if we're lucky enough to get it. How long that's going to last, how wide it's going to open. Those of us who believe in democracy have got to do something to advance media democracy right away.
I guess I'll just say as a citizen, if we live in a time when men who sit on the boards for major defense companies, or as Naomi Klein has called them, card-carrying members of the disaster capitalist complex, are given free airtime to make a case for war that they directly profit from. And we watch their companies be awarded multi-billion-dollar contracts, and none of the so-called journalists in question call them to account for their obscene conflict of interest. And if one of the chief intellectual architects of the invasion and the disastrous ideology and all the lies and distortions that have gone along with it is rewarded for his achievements by being given a back page column in the New York Times, then we're deeply down the rabbit hole. So media reform, more like I think renewal, is desperately needed. I support the mission and cause of this conference, and I really look forward to seeing it and learning more about what we can do.
We stand on the backs of those who've touched the bottom of the ocean's floor, ride on the wings of butterflies to face our reflection in the mirror and smile. At daybreak, we walk the path
I'm Andy Thayer, and you're watching Chicago Independent Television.
I see the soul of a nation, must be true 'cause I've seen it on TV.
Our economy is in trouble. Our education system is failing. Our cities have become war zones. And our planet is in distress. But instead of reaching out for solutions, we reach for another potato chip and zap another channel. Snap out of it, America. A message from the Media Foundation.